Well, we'll begin with the Papa Murphy's Game of the Week, the Sac Joaquin section playoffs in the second round, and some of the top teams in our region coming off first-round byes last week, and Mother Nature playing a role tonight. We'll begin in Stockton, where ABC10's John Bartell has our Papa Murphy's Game of the Week.
Hey, Johnny Football here at Edison High School in Stockton. It is a very foggy game tonight, and it made for an extremely interesting game. Let's go to those highlights.
Here's a view of the stadium lights from the goal line. If you were in the stands, you weren't seeing a whole lot tonight. So here's a look from my vantage point. Check this out. Jalen Blackshear catching the short pass, busting through the fog, following the boundary line all the way to the end zone with a little chest pump going through the finish line. Let's get the replay from the crowd.
So they threw it to him, right? Threw him a little bubble. He, dude blocking to the house.
It's hard to tell if the fog helped or hurt the game, but it definitely helped St. Mary on this play. Naziri Danielson with the nice catch. Following that, Edison makes this big play on the kickoff. Watch Jonathan Taylor as he catches it all the way down to the 10-yard line. He'll return up the field, get lost in the fog, really turns up the juice here, taking it all the way to the end zone for something like 90 yards, and he has a fan club waiting at the end.
You cannot catch him.
Edison was leading the game until this play. Jason Calvin with the moves here. Twist, turn, twist. It's a wonder he didn't get dizzy once he got into the end zone. St. Mary will ultimately take home the win, 29-23. All right, that's all from Stockton. I'm Johnny Football. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Johnny Football. Next, let's head to Folsom Division I quarterfinals. The Bulldogs hosting the Lincoln Trojans out of Stockton. Foggy night out there, and the theme of the first half, interceptions. Here in the first quarter of Folsom ball, Tyler Tremaine looking for his receiver, but Jamarian Briggs says, not today, playa. He returns this for about 15 yards before being brought down. Ensuing drive for Lincoln, Kenyon Nelson back looking for a receiver. He finds a receiver, it's just for the wrong team. Slade Wilson gets the diving pick for Folsom. That would lead to a field goal for the Bulldogs. To the second quarter, Lincoln ball. Nelson back to pass again. It's deflected, falls right into the hands of Slade Wilson again. Man, Wilson making some plays out there for Folsom tonight. And that would turn into some points for the Bulldogs. Now later in the quarter, Tyler Tremaine with the short pass to Austin McMillan. And McMillan carves up the Trojans defense like a Thanksgiving turkey. He gets in for the touchdown. Bulldogs score 28 points in the second half, and the Bulldogs defeat Lincoln 38-14. Folsom will now play the winner of the Del Oro Jesuit game. All right, we're headed to Vacaville next. Division II, Zeke Burnett's Elk Grove Thundering Herd meeting the Vacaville Bulldogs, and this was a fun one as the fog didn't really show up too heavy until halftime. But you know who did show up early for this one, though? Elk Grove's Ethan Archuleta. At 5'8", he might be the smallest guy on the field, but he's easily one of the most exciting players on the field, too. Don't believe me, just watch. That swag, too, waving goodbye to the Bulldogs defenders on Elk Grove's first possession of the game. Get it, young fella. Vacaville would tie it up on the next possession, but we have more from Archuleta this time. Going up along the far sideline, he's into the end zone where he introduces himself to some of the hardworking photographers there. Herd on top, 21-7. Vacaville wouldn't go away quietly, though. They even got a little creative against the Elk Grove defense. That's Darian Leon Guerrero. He's going deep into Elk Grove territory. The ball somehow finds Cameron Foucher, who does the rest. Bulldogs trim the deficit. Elk Grove would carry a 10-point lead into the half, but the Herd able to keep enough distance between them. 52-48 is the final. Elk Grove is moving on.